What is going on? Y'all already know who it is. Your boy Morbius. It is Tuesday. Y'all know what that means. Another episode of Comic Relief. I'm excited today. I hope you guys are excited. Let's just get into it. Yes, sir. Oh, look at that. I brought the wrong started off with the wrong person, but I did it because it's the right person. Let's just get it. Let's just get it. That's what happens when you're not wearing your glasses. Gonna have to get my glasses. What's going on, y'all? As we said, this is a hangout today. This ain't no interview. We're just hanging out with the homie DJ Wiz because he's family now. We family.
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, man? What up, Skeme? How you been, brother?
Chilling, man. How's everything?
Good, man. You already know, man. We live. Anything can happen.
That's right.
You know, anything can happen. But we're gonna start it off correct. Of course, we got the brother Wiz up in here, man. I'm excited to have you on. Thank you again for coming on, hanging out with us. Of course, you already know. Man, we've been kicking it since the first episode that you've been on, and now I feel like we just family at this point, man.
Yes, absolutely, man. And you know, you guys just impress me every week because you guys post stuff, and I'm not just talking about the books, you know, because you guys are really insane with the stuff you're posting as far as the books. I'm talking about even the other stuff, like, yo, Skeme be going in with the records and the mixing and whatnot. Like, yo, what's going on? And you come out with the music stuff. When you did that rhyme thing the other day,
what? That's what's up, man.
I was very impressed with you guys, man. I
appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Hold on, let me.
This is community, though. You know, like
exactly.
So it's like I love it. I love it with you guys, you know.
Word up.
Yeah, we fam, man. We definitely fam now. So
hell yeah, I appreciate you, brother. I really do, man. And I'm grateful. I'm humbled by you. You know what I mean? To come on the show the first time, I was like, man, the brother came through. He's showing love and he's willing to do it again. Not only that, but we just been chopping it up since then with all of us. You know what I mean? It's not just Ski, it's PJ. I mean, everybody who's like, you know, and it's almost like it was almost like a door opened up into the community almost. For you in the sense that it was like an introduction, almost like the people who didn't know in the comic community was like, he down too, he down for the cause, like, yo, let's show love, let's support, you know, and it was dope because it was like vice versa, you know, people were introduced to you got introduced to some great people, and it's just awesome all around, man. I think it was dope for both sides, man, getting to know each other, you know. You know,
I can't wait to meet all you guys in person. You know,
word, man. That's gonna happen real soon, man. Real soon.
God COVID doesn't go crazy and ruin our year.
Mm-hmm.
I meet all of y'all this year. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? If no more variants pop up, we good, man.
Yeah.
But yo, let's just get right into the chat. I know we got some people hanging out with us, so let's say what's up to the people in the chat, man. Shout out to Brandon, always hanging out with us. Salute to you, my brother. And of course, we got another aficionado, Paul Boris. What's good, Big Paul? Horseman right here. Big Paul in the building. And then, of course, we got Big John. Always, what's up? Salute to you. Always representing. Of course, the homie Leroy, always dropping that heat along with Big John. You know what I mean? Brothers always representing. Uncanny Swag. What's good, my brother, with the dope handle, as usual, representing. And of course, we got Big Steve. What's up, Steve? The man with the longest handle on IG. You know, it's my brother Steve. Love you to death, brother. Of course, Coffee and Comics. What's good, man? Salute to you. I know the brother's helping me pick up a comic, man. He's helping me out, grab something modern. No Silver Age or Bronze Age. I know it's modern, you know, but I do pick up my moderns here and there. So I wanted to get a cool variant, nice dope Wolverine variant. Thomas Jackson, salute to you, man. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you. Always got that fire. And of course, we got Big John, another John in the building, John Comics with Kids. Salute to you. Always appreciate you, man. And he's another person that's going to be hanging out with us too in a couple weeks. And of course, we got Albert Loves Comics with salute, brother. Appreciate you. You know, he was actually Wiz. He was the one who actually did that duet, the rap with the little rapping. It was my dude Albert. He set it off and he kind of like got me to do it. And then when I saw him do it, I was like, oh man, I got to do one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I had to jump on. So he was the one that inspired that. Shout out to Big Sove. What's good, my brother? Sove Collector in the building. And I think that's pretty much it. It looks like we're caught up right now. Shout out to all my wrenches hanging out with us. And yeah, I need my wrenches. They're in the building right now. You know what I mean? Keep these bots out of here, man. These trolls. Yes. You know, but yeah, once again, before we get started, gotta give a quick cheers, salute to everybody who's here. Salute to my guests. Salute to everybody hanging out with us, man. Hope you're having a great day. Cheers to you guys. Salute. And yeah, man, I think it's time to get it in, man. I guess where we left off, for those who don't know, a brief explanation. I'm pretty sure those who are watching, and maybe those catching the replay right now might not know, but if you don't, grab the nearest comic book next to you and slap yourself 30 times if you don't know this, man. This is DJ Wiz from the legendary group Kid and Play. And if you don't know who they are, once again, slap yourself 30 times with the nearest comic book. There you go. That is who Kid and Play is right there. They even had their own comic book.
Marvel, baby.
Marvel. Published by Marvel. Baby. You know what I'm saying? So for those who don't know, you get in school right now. Now go on eBay, go cop them shits. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you load up on them. You know, and but yeah, man, it's
make sure you get this one too.
This
joint right here.
That's not easy to grab, man. That's one of the ones that are harder to pick up, man.
That's why I said if anybody can get it.
That's the harder ones, man. You're making it difficult for these people, man. What up, Ragin? Salute to you, man, and salute to Miguel. But yeah, for those who don't know, the brother is a legend in the hip hop culture. You know, he started the game many years ago, of course, representing out of Queens.
New York, baby.
And so, you know, we had to have the brother back. If y'all didn't catch the first interview, make sure y'all go check it out. I believe it was episode 36, if I'm not mistaken. Go check it out, man. Go catch that first interview. But like we said, today's not an interview. We just hanging out with the brother. We just gonna chop it up for you guys.
He said he claims it.
He claims it. Ragin, you claiming that, brother?
Ragin, we can work something out. You know, maybe we can work something out.
You never know. Ragin got some heat, man. He might be able to trade something right there.
I'm open, brother.
I might be able to trade something, but yeah, man. We can definitely work that out behind the scenes. I know the man. I'll hook him. I'll hook it up, Wiz. I'll hook it up.
Man. I mean, just like you said, like I need help filling in a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah. For those who don't know, I know. Phil, let them know about your collection. For those who don't know, you do collect comics. You're a big avid collector. Many years. So break it down real quick as far as where your collection was to where it is now, so they get a better understanding.
Okay. Well, I was really deep like years ago, up to like around maybe 92, 93. 92, 93, I got rid of almost 40 long boxes of comics. And there was a lot of key stuff. There was a lot of everything. I mean, Image had just started 2 years prior. I had like everything. DC stuff. But yeah, all my Silver Age stuff, like the stuff that I really cherished, I got rid of most of that stuff, man. It still hurts to this day. Trust me, I had, you know, Iron Man 55, and, you know, I have Fantastic Four 48, 49. Fantastic Four, I pretty much had almost everything from number 16 on. Like, I was deep Fantastic Four. That was my group. Wow. You know what I mean? So, and then other key issues, Iron Man, Submariner number one. Now that's Silver Age stuff, but that's the long and short of it. Like a whole lot of stuff. Silver Age I work on slowly, but I definitely want to get a lot of this Bronze Age and more current stuff that is near and dear to me, you know. And any oddball stuff. We was talking about the oddball comics, you know. I still got a lot of those stuff.
Pull them out. Show them. Pull them out.
A couple oddballs, like number one stuff.
Let them see.
Yo, like just cleaning through my boxes. I came across little stuff. Tarzan.
That's dope.
Number one. A-Team number
Fire.
one.
Fire.
You know what else I found? And I don't even think it's in this pile anymore.
Look at that.
Mordred. What is it? Mordred the Mystic?
Yep.
Mordred the. Oh my Lord.
Marvel Chiller. Like, this is oddball. I had to mail away for this one. You had to have the Sugar Babies Charleston Chews coupon to get this one.
Right.
You know?
That's wild,
so
bro.
that kind of stuff. And I don't even know how I got this one, but it doesn't even have a price on it.
That's so dope.
You know, it don't even have a
so
price.
Dope.
It was like some special issue for this. I think this was a mail away too, right? This one was a mail away.
Yeah, I got that one.
The embossed joint. This is embossed.
Embossed, yeah, I got that.
The cover, you could actually feel it.
Yeah, I didn't see
Carlton shoe joint.
that one. Oh my god, I want that so bad.
Yeah. Right damn, Keith. Keith was the man. That Keith cover.
Yeah, Brand. He killed it. He killed it.
Yeah. But hold on. It was a double-sided issue. There's something on the other side.
Watch that tape.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That's that. What is that? 2099? Yeah, that's the. No, that's not 2099. I thought it was 2099.
Nah,
that's not him. I thought I was like, yo, is that Spider-Man fighting Spider-Man 2099 for a second?
Yeah. So it's oddball stuff like this. You know, I love stuff like that.
Dude, that is fire.
That was that magazine we saw. Who posted that magazine? Oh, the X-Men magazine the other day. Everybody was salivating. Was it who posted that?
What the Foom?
Nah, like somebody posted that in the other day in our collective. Somebody posted that X-Men magazine that none of us had ever seen before. I'm like, yo,
the one Paul?
The UK version? Oh, the UK one. Yeah, he did. Yes.
I love stuff. Oh, here goes
the eyeball joints is crazy, man.
This one too. I don't even know where I got this comic.
What? Hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh, that's the British version.
Oh, yes. Okay.
That's the British version.
I see it now. I see it. Okay.
I have no idea where I got it. It's like a newspaper. It's like paper.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, it's paper. Yo, I've been trying. I almost got sucked into the UK stuff, man. I almost got sucked into it, man. I gotta stay away. I can't start. I almost did last year. I started seeing covers, especially all the Hulk ones, the mighty Hulk, and I'm just like, yo, this is a dope cover. This is a dope, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta stop. I'm gonna
that's a whole nother animal.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna open up. Then I'm gonna want German, Italian, and freaking. It's not gonna end, man. And I haven't even finished American. Like I'm just.
You know, it's crazy. Whenever I go on tour and I go to Cologne, Germany, my homie always takes me to this comic shop, right? And they've got all of the German prints of everything. And every time I go in there, I'm like, damn, do I really? And I'm like, nah, don't even do it.
Yep.
Don't even do it.
I could imagine, man, especially being there.
Yeah.
And seeing them in your face, and you're just like, oh, this is so dope.
And every time I go, I look and I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm gonna just pass on this because
I'm good. See, it's funny you say that because when I was Saturday, I was with Justin and Jason.
Right.
We were at Zap's Comics. We were hanging out, and one of the things we were saying is like, you have to know when to say no.
Yeah.
You know, as a collector, and there were many books in there that I was like, not today. Right. You know what I mean? I was just like, you know what? No, and it wasn't that you didn't have the money. You just knew that this ain't the time for me to spend on that right now.
Right.
Like I need to focus on something else. I came in with a plan.
Right.
I gotta stick with my plan. I can't invest it. Because I saw that Defenders, Starhawk, you know, the ones you posted right behind me. I don't have that one.
Right.
You know, and I saw it there. Yo, bro, $30 mint.
Yeah.
Up on the wall. But I was already invested in a whole bunch of other books.
Right.
That I was like, you know what? If I pick that up, it's just I'm not there right now. I can't. I just can't right now. I can't because that's gonna open up another rabbit hole. And then
that means all right. Now I got to get like the ones before and
ones right. Because I already had the one before. Then I got that. Then I'm gonna be like, all right, now I want the one after.
Yeah, and it's
and then now I'm gonna be chasing that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not ready to fuck with Defenders that deep right now.
Right.
I was like, I'm not ready to invest in Defenders right now. I gotta finish all this other shit I'm working on.
Right.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That book is always gonna be there. It's not gonna, it's not nothing crazy.
The only time that you really should make a sacrifice is if it's something that you just can't pass up. Like if you see a key book or a book that's gonna complete a run or whatever.
Right.
If you see it at a price that you'll never see it again, then you gotta reconsider sometimes.
Right, exactly.
That's the only time where you really gotta like, I can't pass that up. I gotta get it.
Like my X-Men, 94?
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
In my X-Men 100, it was like, oh, I can't pass these prices up. What's up, Moonlit?
Moonlit.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I couldn't pass up the price for that 94 or whatever, 95, whatever it is, 94 and my 100. And it was just like the prices dude was selling it to me for. It was like, I either do it now,
right,
or
kick yourself later.
Right. Exactly.
I had to do it now.
Right.
You know
Once I see that first spike in price and I run into it, I'm buying it.
Then
I'm
you
like,
buy
you know what? I'm not waiting. I'm not gonna sleep on this, because if this is the first spike, you know there's gonna be another one and another one. And I don't want. And this happens so many times. You know, guys, this happens so many times where you put a book on the back burner.
Yeah.
It's a $50 book. 2 years later, 500. Like, what the fuck just happened?
A lot of
like,
books like that.
Everything is pretty much like that now. Like, even the regular non-key books are going up, you know, especially with X-Men and, you know, all these characters, Thor, you know, Strange, all these books are exploding because of the movie.
Yo, the Strange is a prime example. Strange is a prime example.
Go ahead.
Because we were seeing that book at a decent price.
Yeah, man. Big time, brother. Big time.
You talking about Strange Tales? Which book?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
I'm saying which issue?
Oh, from Strange Tales. Any one of those Strange Tales.
Are you talking about when Doctor Strange took over Strange Tales?
When he took over Strange Tales, and then when he started his solo series.
Yep.
You know, those first like run, that first like 10, 15 issues.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
The oldest
ridiculous, right? That number one, that first straight. Oh my God.
Yeah, you see how that just went out of nowhere? That was
oh my God.
110?
Bro, that was like a $50 book.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That was a $50 book. And now you're looking at, you know, 7, 8, whatever the fuck it is now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, it's insane with these prices. And of course, like we were talking behind the scenes with, it's the movies.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it goes back to that. What's your take on it?
And it's something that I actually, you know, wanted to talk to you guys about, because we were talking about like the multiverse, right? They're going to be bringing all these other characters now. Thank God for the multiverse is going to allow that to happen, you know, which is great for all of us fans, you know, because now we're like kids in a candy store. Oh my God, this person, that person, like all of these groups. We're going to see the Fantastic Four. We're going to see the Illuminati. We're going to see all of these things now.
Adam Warlock. We're going to see him.
Adam Warlock, you know. So, I mean, but I'm saying we knew we were going to see Warlock anyway.
Yeah, we knew.
I'm just saying, because of the multiverse, we're going to see the people we never thought possible.
Oh, I get what you say. Yeah. I get what you say.
So we're going to see Deadpool. You know,
Deadpool, right? Sorry for the spoilers, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not.
No, we got sensitive people. They be like, "Don't spoilers," and it's like, dude, you already knew. Come on. If you read the comics, you knew what was coming.
And how about if you saw the damn trailer of
right?
You heard Professor X's voice.
You knew.
Showing him, you knew, like, oh, finally. And then we see a little clip of the Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? So what's that book going to jump to now? You know what I'm saying? This new book. This book's only however many years old. You know
that Illuminati, that Avengers, that thing exploded right now. That first Illuminati exploded right now, and that was another book.
Ridiculous.
That just like 2 years ago, a year, you could have bought that for like $10, like $15.
Right.
You know what I mean? You could have got the whole run, that whole set, probably for like $50, $60, the whole set, near mint.
Snatching them things up right now.
Right. Now everybody's is got, you know, three issues of that shit. And some of them are fronting like they had it for years. Stop fronting, y'all.
Nobody wanted it.
y'all went and just bought that shit and y'all acting like y'all had it. Stop.
Like, let me see. I think I had a couple of books. Oh, there's another book I wanted to talk to you about.
Azores, what's good, brother? Just want to say what's up to homie
right here.
Oh, yes. This
book right here.
Yes.
When Iron Man actually had
yes.
Gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, nobody's talking about that book yet. I wonder why. But then
when it first came out, that's another prime example. When the whole movie scene and everything came out, that book jumped up to about $100.
Are you serious?
Yes, it did. And now that book is probably like $10. You know what I mean? No lie.
That's terrible.
No lie.
Like, I didn't even realize.
Civil War. Yes. Okay.
With Illuminati.
Here,
you know what I'm saying? Like, all these Illuminati books return. Like, I didn't even realize I had these books until I was tweeting out earlier. I was like, oh my God. I'm glad I got them now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look back. But this is the other thing that I want to talk to you guys about. We talking about prices of books. We talking about the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about all of these other characters that we're about to see.
Yes.
What do you guys feel about? Because we don't know. I mean, we know about Secret Invasion coming. It's going to be TV. That's going to be a TV thing. But what do y'all feel is going to be the next big saga in the movies? What do y'all feel? Is it going to be Galactus? Who you feel is going to come?
Galactus, because it was already mentioned. You know what I mean? It was already put out there. You know that Galactus will be making his presence known, but it's not going to be now because they're focusing, you know, with Kang, you know, who's going to come out later on. You know what I mean? It's not going to be now. People are like, oh, we're going to see Kang, Doctor Strange. I highly doubt it. You know what I mean? We're not going to see that there. You know, then you have the Thor movie coming out, which is going to bring in, you know, that's going to tie in a whole nother aspect of it, you know, with Guardians of the Galaxy. And that's, so you got, you know, Warlock, you got all these, they're setting up all these cosmic players, you know what I mean? And I feel like because of that, the only big guy that you could really have that's going to like top all these cosmic players is Galactus, you know what I mean? That, you know, and Galactus is multiversal. He can travel, you know, through multiverse. He can, if he want, he could travel. You know what I mean? He could play that game.
With that, let me add to that. I'm gonna add on to you right now. Since they have the What If series, it's only right that the Watcher. The Watcher has to appear, and he's gonna, of course, reveal that as well with the multiverse. He's gonna add to all, like he's gonna just confirm and know everything ahead of time because he's a damn Watcher. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, exactly.
So, but I agree with you. I feel it's Galactus. That said, they will have to reintroduce the Silver Surfer.
Yes. Also, right.
What do you feel about all of the other heralds of Galactus? Do you think any of them are going to come? Because I mean, they really kind of let some of these guys fall to the wayside. You remember, Firelord was a herald.
Firelord. Yep. Firelord.
What about Terrax?
Terrax.
Terrax, man. I'm like, yo.
What about who was it? Was it Tempest? No, it's what's her name? She was
Nova.
Nova. Yes, Nova was another one. You know, and I don't know, Skeme. What do you think? You think they're gonna come in with those? I don't. I'm kind of.
You know what? That's like those side Wu-Tang members that no one ever cared about.
No, you see, hold on, Skeme. Don't say that. Don't say that.
That's like those side Wu-Tang members nobody cared about.
See, like this is what I hope they don't do. Like Brandon, you're right. Like Human Torch was a hero in 2001, which was like short-lived. But I really hope they don't do that. Like I don't want them to do that.
Right.
You know, leave Human Torch in FF. Leave him with that. You know, don't try to take him. They only did that in 2001 because obviously they were trying to recreate stuff, revamp this, you know, the whole comic industry, and you know, try to, you know, branch out. But as far as like MCU, I don't think they're gonna go that route because you already have so much with the FF to try to make him a herald is like you just overkill. I think as far as the heralds go, I don't see them being a major player or even being mentioned in the sense because you kind of
Airwalker was another one. Gabriel, I remember that.
There you go. Right there you go. Yep.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate that.
Appreciate you, Paul. Of course.
Yeah. So I agree with you. Listen. I think if they have Silver Surfer, they don't need to introduce anybody else. That's just my feeling. But with Warlock coming, how do you think they're going to use Warlock? Because Warlock was supposed to be for Thanos. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they going to do?
Right. Like, you see, and they might, you know, they might spring Mangus. You know what I mean? They might come.
Mangus,
Mangus, they might spring that on us, you know, because of the stone. You know what I mean? When he gets separated from the stone, you know, they might play into.
But wait, also the multiverse.
The multiverse, right? There you go. He could be like the Adam Warlock of that multiverse is Mangus because they're opposites, right? They're polar opposites. So it kind of you could play that route too, you know. And I really feel with him, at first I was thinking that he was gonna be Thor. You know, they were gonna battle Thor and Warlock because Thor is still tied into Guardians of the Galaxy.
And when he was introduced, him. Remember?
Him, right. It was him. Him.
165, 66. Or
right.
That was it. That was his first real appearance.
So I'm thinking, like, at first I was thinking it was Thor. You know, Thor might be the guy who is strong enough to take on Adam Warlock. But then now I'm thinking, like, I don't know how that's going to play out now. You know what I mean? Like, now with the whole Thor movie that's coming out, with all that's going on with Thor, it's like, how is that going to get tied into, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy?
Right.
And Adam Warlock, and who's going to be the guy who's going to face Adam Warlock? That's why I was thinking Mangus, like, or they might go, who knows? That might be the opening door, you know what I mean, to other cosmic characters, you know, to somebody stronger.
It should be. I mean, the dope thing about Marvel is they have so many dope cosmic characters
to play with, right?
From what is it? Chaos, Lord, Chaos, and Master Order.
Oh, it's so many. It's so many.
All right, but let me ask you a question.
You got Beyonder, like
Beyonder.
You never know.
But let me ask you a question. When do they fuck it all up so that comic prices can go right back to the comic prices?
You know what? I don't know if that's even gonna get a taser face.
It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen.
You know what? I'm praying to the comic guys that, you know, something happens, because like we were talking about it earlier, where, you know, you saw a movie like Doctor Strange, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was keeping track of it because that, you know, Doctor Strange at that time, you know, when it was coming out, you know, I was heavy in those Doctor Strange, and nothing happened with Doctor Strange. The movie was good, but the books didn't fucking go nowhere. You know what I mean? The books stood there, you know? So you kind of bug out with that, where you're like, okay, now the second movie is coming out, and now all of a sudden, because of all this hype, it's like now it's translating into the comic books, which has happened with other books already. You know, with other characters. And now that's where you see, that's why I feel like there's so much bullshit behind that.
Right.
Because you got one movie that was a good movie and didn't do nothing. And people were like, yeah, that's the movie is the movie. This is about the movie. What you see in the movie doesn't even really translate in the comic book. So how are you going to say, like, oh, yeah, I could see if it was verbatim, page for page, story for story. It's like, holy shit, it's just like the comic books.
Right.
You know, but it's not even like the comic book. So that was another thing we were mentioning before. So that's where I get like thrown off with this whole movie dictating the prices of comic books.
What was the first movie that changed the face of the comic book?
Iron Man.
Was that the first that changed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Iron Man. Because then Iron Man started becoming hot. You know what I mean? And started raising up. And then what happened right after that?
Nothing happened with Hulk though, right?
Yeah, nothing happened with Hulk. Exactly. When the Hulk movie came out, nothing happened. The second Hulk movie came out, nothing happened. Everything stood the same, because I know I was collecting Hulk. You know what I mean? So nothing changed with Hulk. You know, the change started, I'm going to be honest, like I noticed it when the whole Avengers thing happened. When the MCU started, you know, officially they started pumping out, you know what I'm saying? That's when you started to see like that, hey, what's going on here? Then you had, the Spider-Man started, because even when Spider-Man came out, Tobey Maguire, nothing was popping off. You know what I mean? What got it popping off, I think a lot of it had to do with spec and the hype. When people started speculating, it started giving hype to this non-existent hype to comic books. You know what I mean? Because people are specking on the movie, but then they're like, oh, yeah, but in the comic book, though. And it's like, you might want to get this comic book. And it's like, why? What the fuck does that have to do with the movie?
Nothing. Well,
got nothing to do with the fucking movie. Like, what are you talking about?
You should just start buying Green Lantern and Aquaman comics.
Nah, fuck Green Lantern.
Green Lantern, Aquaman comics, because those prices aren't fluctuating because of the movie.
Oh, yeah, the Aquaman. They're coming out with the Aquaman.
You should just do that. You and Paul should just jump on the DC bandwagon for the comics and the movies. They're still affordable.
Nah, pass. There you go, Paul. That's when all these investors, fake-ass collectors showed up. Exactly. That's when the shit went downhill. When they saw, as soon as they saw that opening of the door where they're like, oh shit, we can make money off these books, and then the hype. Then they started telling you what books to get. Then they were like, oh, you got to get this book. You got to get this book. You got to get this book because it's about to blow. And then they started adding to that whole FOMO hype shit. And now we're in this phase where it's like, that's it. The wave is so high.
Right.
That tsunami that's just like investor tsunami is like, you can't stop it. But it will crash. It's only a matter of time before it hits the beach. And it stops, but it's gonna be a while from now, unfortunately.
So let me ask you guys: Do you feel that there's gonna be a hype since now that Professor X is in the Marvel universe, or all of the other mutants are about to come? Do you feel that the X-Men universe is about to?
Hell yeah, all day. It's already been happening.
But once the movie comes out, I'm saying
once you see the X-Men on screen. It's over
in the Marvel universe.
It's right in the MCU. Once you don't matter, and I said it, they might pull that shit off. It might be like some quick shit where they're traveling from one multiverse to another, and in that transition, they just look and you see them in the danger room, like, and they'll be like, "What the fuck was that? Like, who the hell was that? Like, that looked like Doctor Strange from our universe or whatever." They don't know who it is. They just think that was Doctor Strange cutting through there, you know. So I'm thinking it's gonna be something like that. I don't see it as they're gonna be like, hey, fighting, and you know, I think it's just gonna be one of those quick little like, boom, here they are.
Right.
Now we're gonna keep it moving.
I think,
you know, and that's enough to cause enough hype. That's enough to cause it, because now they're gonna say, well, then it's only a matter of time before we get the X-Men movie.
Right.
You know.
Right. I mean, again, because of this whole multiverse thing, it's a matter of time till all of the major players that we loved from the 90s and before show up.
Yo, did the Wolverine books flip out too?
Wolverine? No,
they didn't change, right?
They didn't change. That's what I'm saying. It started with this whole MCU. Once the MCU hype started with all these MCU movies, you know what I mean? The Winter Soldier, the fucking all these, you know, Avengers, and that's when the hype started, because I was there in the movie theaters. I was there collecting them at the same time. You know what I mean? Nothing changed.
Right.
I was buying lots of fucking Hulk, like 20 sets near mint for like fucking $50.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's how I was able to fucking almost complete that run so fast, because they were just giving those books away. Dude, I remember they were just like stacks like this of like 20s, 20, 20, 20. You know what I mean? And I would just be like, how much? 40, 50? I'll take that. 40, what? I'll take that. You know, nowadays it's like one book, you know what I mean? And it's not even a key, fucking $50. And you're like, come on, this shit got spine ticks on it. It's not even that crispy. You know, I gotta pay $80 for like a fucking regular ass comic. Like, you know, and that's all because of the MCU. All that shit started because of that. Oh, here we go. I got him hype.
Paul ain't trying to hear what you're saying about.
Oh, yeah, Paul. You know, me and Paul go back and forth on this guy called Winter Soldier. I don't know, some bum ass motherfucking Winter Soldier. Yeah, Bucky. All right, Bucky. All right, but I'll give Captain America props, not Bucky. Yeah, forget Bucky.
Yeah, I agree with Solve Collector.
Solve Collector. What is MCU? Yeah.
I agree.
Hold on.
That's new. That's a new one. Yeah, I don't know when it happened. Oh well, actually, probably around the Avengers. That's when it happened. When they started calling it the Marvel Cinematic.
Right. Exactly, because it kind of tied it in now. Now it's like, if this is valuable, so is that Marvel comic. You know what I mean? It almost was synonymous. It was just like, you know, they married each other with that, you know, MCU, Marvel, you know, universe. And it's fucked up, man. It's really because it really messed up the game for guys like us, you know. And I'll say it 1,000 times. I'll repeat that shit over and over until I get blue in the face, you know. This is what ruined it for us, you know, because we're not in it for the money. We actually we love these books. We cherish them. We want them. We want to own them, you know, and we want to read them. And that's what's fucked up. I think that really tainted the game where now we have to, you know, really budget ourselves and really go out of our way to find these fucking books that just, you know, 3-4 years ago were nothing, you know, and they're still really not that they're nothing, but they don't really retain that value that they're being given now. They don't not really hold that value. It's all hype. It's all speculation. It's all the key apps and all these, you know, investors that hype these numbers up, man. And that's what is sad about where we at right now. And I really hope that, you know, it will come to an end, but it's just sad. It was not going to happen no time soon. That's my thing.
It's just not going to happen. There's folks that I want that I'm like, I'm not paying that for.
Hell no.
And I don't care if it's $100. I'm like, I'm not paying for it because that was legitimately a $30 book. I'm not paying $100 for it.
Listen, there's many a times me and Paul have said that. We've looked at books, even $50. We're like, I'm not paying $50 for that.
Right.
That's a $10 book all day. Like I am not paying $50 for that. And I'll wait. I'll sit it out. And next year,
the digging comes. The digging,
right? You come digging. You go to a con. Next, you know, you find it for $5.
Yeah,
no condition. Newsstand.
One book that's prime example. What is it? The Strange Tales that you grabbed at Solo Con with Nick Fury and Captain America on the cover.
Yes, that I don't ask me the issue because you know my memory is shot, but I know the cover you're talking about.
But I remember you grabbed it and you was like, "I need that," and it was cheaper than what it was going for.
Right, exactly. And then if you remember the Fantastic Four, the Doom cover, what's that? That's 98,
right?
The big Doom face, right? And you remember that I saw it and I was like, damn, dude asking way too much, and it did not look right.
Right.
He wanted like $90 or something for it.
Right.
And I was like, damn, this thing is like yellowy.
The condition.
It was old, and I was like, nah, man, I ain't messing with this. The next year, I run into a crispy, clean copy, and I bought it for $57.
There you go.
That when I bought it, the guy, when he looked it up after I paid for it, he wanted to, like, he felt like shit. He was just like, oh, I should have repriced that. You got too much of a good deal on that. And I was just like, anyway, you got my money, right? I'm out.
You got to do that homework before you show up.
Exactly. You should have did your homework, homie. Peace. And I was actually with Justin. That day when it was actually another. It was a King Khan. It was a King Khan.
Right.
From last year that I ran into that. You know what I mean? $57, man. Fucking a book that was worth like $200.
Which one are you talking about? Is this what the one with Doom and all
the
guys on the side?
No, just Doom's face, just the big Doom on the cover. I think was that 98 or 58?
58,
58, right? I always confuse that. It's 58.
Yeah.
It's 58 with Doom on the cover. Yeah.
Run. That's
right. That one, you know, I mean, I paid $57 for that thing, man. Yeah. Crispy clean.
That's what it is. It's like, you know, that you get lucky, you hit a con, you find something, you grab it, boom. You know what I'm saying? Some people are always pricing things wrong or not updating prices, you know, and you just happen to stumble across something. It's like, oh shit, I need that. You know,
I need that, bro.
You know, exactly. But yeah, that one dude had it for a ridiculous price, and the condition was shitty.
It was shitty, bro. He wanted $90 for that. That thing was beat the shit.
Too many people selling.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. I know they're gonna get mad on this one. I'm sorry, guys. Wiz, you just hit it right on, bro.
Right.
Too many people selling.
Yeah.
Way too many people want to be selling now. It's like when I first met you a couple months ago, you were a collector, you were showing books. Now all of a fucking sudden you on Whatnot, you got your own fucking, you know, your whole seller thing going and your YouTube video and you got your claim sale, let be this and that. And I'm just like, yo, what is going on?
I kind of feel like they know they bought a lot of shit that they didn't really give a shit about.
They didn't give a shit about.
So they bought a lot of shit and now they're like, oh man, I got to get ready to get rid of some of this stuff. So let me do a sale.
Hell yeah. See, and that bugs me out because it's like, yo, if you really collecting these books, you ain't getting rid of shit.
You ain't getting rid of it. Unless you get hard time.
Nothing. You know what I mean? And unless it's like what you said, that you doing this shit half-heartedly.
Right.
You're doing it for another reason other than wanting the books just to read them and collect them and to complete the run.
Right.
That's not why you're really doing this. You know what I mean? You just collecting books because you know that, oh, there's some value to it.
Right.
Let me pick it up. And then if I get lucky, I could flip it 2-3 years from now and make 3 times the money. You know, because I seen dudes do that. Yo, it's crazy. Like dudes last year had their books up. Now with the Illuminati, dude had real quick posted it next day, $85. Who want it? And it's like, yo, bro, like really? Like this is what we on right now? Like this is what we doing right now? Like,
and the thing is, Instagram made it easy for everybody to become a seller.
Yeah,
like before, you know, if you wanted to be a seller, it was like I gotta like come up with a mailing list and do mailing lists out to people. You know what I'm saying? Or I gotta build a website. It's too easy now.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
And they ain't even worth the paper they're printed on.
That's true.
Facebook Marketplace, Instagram. There's so much.
Yeah, man.
Stuff now. Of course, eBay. You know,
of course.
I'd rather if you took time and typed out a whole list and just started mailing joints out, I'd be like, you know what, I respect you because you about this. But like just to be able to snap a picture and put it on Instagram and be like, for sale, $85. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, whatever. You're not really a seller.
No, you're not. You're not a seller. You know what I mean? And that's why, like, I got people like, I give shout outs to that are actually real sellers, that they'll tell you I sell over anything. Like, this is what I do for a living. Like, this is how I make my money.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is how I survive.
If you tell me you got a booth at a con, then I'm like, you a seller.
You a seller. You know what I'm saying? You got a booth, you a seller. If you on Instagram, no, you're not. You faking the funk. You know what I mean? You don't know what you are, actually. Right. You don't know if you're collecting, if you're selling, what are you doing? You know what I mean? You just confused.
John said, Big Daddy Ross, what he said is real. I buy collections, I keep the best and sell the rest.
There you
I
go.
ain't mad at that at all.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Because you pull up what you need.
Right, exactly. You're not buying books that you are like what we were saying. You got people who are buying these books up, you know what I mean, with the different intentions. There's no way of keeping them. They're not thinking like, oh, this is for my collection.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're just thinking like, oh, I could flip all this. You know what I mean? I could take this, flip it, and then make this much money and then get this book and flip this because I know the hype right now is for this and the hype right now is for that. It's different. It's no different than me. Like I was talking to Paul earlier, and I was like, yo, I got so many doubles of X-Men's, and triples.
Yeah, me too.
So it's like, you know what? I would see. My thing is like, me personally, like I'd rather trade.
Yep.
I'm a trader.
Me too.
I'd rather trade. I don't want to sell shit. I don't want to buy shit from you.
It's something that you need to
right. What do you need that I have, and what do you have that I need?
Right.
And let's work something out. You may have one book. I may have 5 books I could put together to total the value of that one book that you feel, and let's trade off because I already got doubles of these. So it's not hurting my pocket. It doesn't bother me, to get rid of these books. But I know you want them. It's going to your collection. Your book is going to my collection, and we're good. You know what I mean? We both taking care of these books that we cherish from the beginning. So I think to me, I would trade over selling. You know what I mean? Like me and Paul, we're gonna do a trade coming up soon. You know what I mean? And it was a book that I've been dying to trade with him, but he didn't know what book to trade until he came into something, and it was just like perfect. He got that Cap 110. I got that Astonishing Tales 82. I'm like, yo, let's do it. You know what I mean? He missing that. I'm missing that.
I'll give you $300, Paul, for that book. Don't give it to Morb.
The fuck out of here, man.
$300, Paul.
Fuck out of here. Don't listen to this fucking guy over here. This guy over here. This guy. Fuck this guy right here.
Checks in the mail.
He playing games, bro. What's up, Albert? What you got here? He says, I sell to help fund my hobby. Nothing wrong with that. I pick up runs, read it, put a review, and then sell it. Then the hobby can easily take over the space. So, yeah. Definitely, you know what I mean? If that's what you do, nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? If you're reading them, you're putting your review. I know he does that a lot on TikTok. He's a big guy on TikTok. He does it on Instagram. I know Albert for a while now. He's always done that. He always does his reviews. He does have a lot of books, a lot of trade paperbacks, a lot of novels he collects, And he's one of the younger generations who started off just a few years ago collecting, you know what I mean? And they're continuing the hobby, passing it on to the next person. Nothing wrong with that. If you want to sell it, nothing wrong with that. Or I'm just saying that everybody has their way of doing things. As long as it's done with a pure heart, I feel like as long as you're doing it purely to like you said, to expand your collection, to make things. But if you're just doing it on the whim of just like, yo, I'm trying to make a buck off this motherfucker. Like I'm trying to make money off this dude. Like, I don't care about these books. I've heard people say that. I don't care about these books.
Right.
I don't give a shit about these books. I just want to make money.
Right.
You know what I mean? And those other people, I'm like, yo, stay away from me. You know what I mean?
That's
I ain't trying to ride with you. You know what I mean? Because that's not what I'm about. But there are people out there who genuinely do this, and want to, expand their collection by selling off stuff. And it's cool with that. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean?
I want to change the subject for a second.
Let's do it.
So with all of the new characters we know are coming, are there any characters you'd like to see that are missing from any of the teams, whether villain, hero, anybody? Because one came to my mind. I was wondering if they're going to bring him in the future.
Who's that?
For the Avengers. I was wondering if they're going to bring in Wonder Man. I thought about Wonder Man.
Wonder Man. Man, that's an oddball character. Yeah, I don't know if they bring Wonder Man in, man.
Well, but you never know how these writers think, man. These writers,
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a stretch, Wiz. That's a stretch.
It's a stretch. He's a dude that they're not even thinking about.
Nah, I don't think Wonder Man is on their radar right now.
That's like bringing Plastic Man.
He said Plastic Man. Yeah, he tried to play you.
Hey,
I'll play you, Wiz.
Last season when I was a kid.
Yo,
I'll never forget the episode of the Super Friends where Plastic Man came on TV,
right,
and went to go save this mouse that was in the machine.
You remember that?
I remember.
I saw I caught the replay.
I remember that, dude. Like,
oh my god, that was retarded.
No, all right. Well, I said Wonder Man because Wonder Man had a lot of hype in the 90s, man. Like,
yeah, it ain't the 90s.
A lot of hype.
Yo, yeah. You know, it's not. To be honest, Wiz,
I'm just asking you guys. Is there anybody you can think of? I was just wondering. You know, I'm not saying I want to see Wonder Man.
Right,
I'm thinking of all of these people that they hyped up over the years. You know, I said, hold up. I see. Well, you carry on. Like, you guys answer the question.
Well, of course, Namor. I see people in the chat. They're like, Namor. Namor is gonna show up. I know he's gonna show up.
Already confirmed.
This is he's coming in. I believe he's coming in Black Panther #2.
Black Panther.
You know what I mean? He being in Black Panther 2.
Is he gonna be better than Aquaman? Is he gonna be better than Aquaman?
Well, that's what we were saying. He gonna let him know how the fuck you do. You know what I'm saying? Some water superhero. This is how you do it. Namor is the dude.
If they mess him up, dude, I'm gonna be pissed.
They can't mess him up. They can't mess him up.
He's supposed to be like he's supposed to be a raw character.
Listen, and not only, but a lot of people sleep on Namor. Namor, I'm gonna tell you right now.
One of my favorites. That's one.
Namor don't play that shit.
But that's
like
he needs to be
Namor. Like if they make him like soft, like you done fucked up. Like Namor will take your chick. You know what I'm saying? Like Namor will take Invisible Woman and be like, "Yo, what you got, Reed Richards? Like, fall back, son. This is my lady." Y'all remember that when he was like, "Yo, chill." And he did that in the beginning when he first came on the scene. He was like, "Yo, this is my first appearance. I'm taking this shorty. Yo, give me that."
Yeah, but we know Namor's coming. I'm talking about somebody we don't know is coming.
All right, now somebody we don't know. All right, somebody just said it. Hyperion. Now the person that I was thinking. You know what I mean? I wasn't thinking Hyperion. You know,
well, Hyperion is
who I was thinking was Sentry.
Sentry's good too. I mean, those are two powerful characters. You know,
they're powerful characters.
If you're gonna say Hyperion, then just say the Squadron Supreme. Like
the Squadron Supreme, right? Exactly. You got to bring in the whole crew.
You know what I'm saying? Bring all of them.
Bring all of them in. Scheme. You got anybody off the top of your head?
Honestly, dude, like I don't think they're gonna. Any of those they're like E-list artists. They're not even like.
It's hard to say, man. It's really. I'm not a spec guy, so it's hard for me to spec. Like,
give me A-list then. Give me somebody A-list you want to see.
Because A-list, I feel like they're going to bring everybody A-list.
They're going to bring all the big players in.
Defenders, Fantastic Four, like all of the A-listers are going to be there.
But hold on a second. Now I have an argument for that.
Deathlock, they already kind of brought in Deathlock.
I mean, we saw Deathlock in.
Yeah, we saw Deathlock already. They kind of brought in Deathlock.
But hold on, Skeme.
Yeah.
Remember, Guardians of the Galaxy is totally B-list.
Yeah, they can't front on that. You can't front.
B-list, but they made that's its own thing. They made.
I'm just saying.
I know they made something special out
Albert, we're gonna see Ghost Rider in Doctor Strange. He's coming in.
It was total B-list.
Yeah, I feel like that
now they're A-list.
Yeah, but honestly, I still look at them as B-list in my eyes.
I'm saying not to the public though, not to the pop culture.
I'm not the public. That's the difference. I'm the comic book dude.
But now you got to think pop culture because this is all movies I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you know what?
Movies.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't know, man.
I can see Guardians of the Galaxy being hot now and then no one giving a shit.
Well, I would say like I mentioned earlier, I would love to see the Watcher. I would love to see them redo the Inhumans. I love the Inhumans.
Yes. Inhumans, they gotta redo Inhumans. And now they're saying with the Illuminati, they're not sure if Black Bolt is in it or if that was Mr. Fantastic. They're not sure who was sitting in them seats. You know what I mean? So it's like you just never know.
There's speculation that Captain Britain was up there because of the shield. In the poster, there's speculation.
But then they were saying that was Carter. Captain Carter.
Yeah, Captain Carter, right. That's
right. They were saying it was Captain Carter because now they're saying that she was how can I say what was it, casted? You know what I mean?
Okay. So, I didn't know that. That's dope.
Now we could have that. We could have,
if Black Bolt's up there.
If Black Bolt's up there, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm losing my shit. You know what I mean? Like we need some real Inhuman like love, not that TV show, not that shit they did.
Right.
They fucked that up. We need some real Inhumans, bro.
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying?
If they do that right, that could be a great movie.
Hell yeah, that'll be dope. If they could pull that off, man.
Yeah.
They can do it. They can do it, man. I have full faith that they could pull off an Inhuman movie,
right?
For sure.
Right.
But down, and that could kind of bring in the whole Galactus. That could kind of like tie in all that coming into, because you know what? I'm a big cosmic guy. I want to see Living Tribunal. I want to see Eternity. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see, Karvak. You know what I mean? Like I want to see, I want to see these big people coming in. And I'm just, that's just me because I'm a big cosmic guy. So I love cosmic characters. You know what I mean? So just the fact of thinking like, because I feel like they're gonna introduce Tyrant, Oddball. Like
hey, you have this book, right? Do you have this book?
I don't have Tyrant.
No,
I don't have that.
You don't have this book, Cosmic Powers?
No.
Get this book. You'll be surprised on the story. You'll be very, very surprised.
I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna let you know.
Read it and then tell me if I need to read it.
I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna let you know, Skeme, if you need to read it.
It's gonna freak you out what I read in that book.
I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Anybody in the chat, if you read that book, holla at me right now. That's what I'm saying. Holla. But yeah, the whole run. It started with Thanos.
Oh, okay.
Then it went to Terrax.
Oh.
Then it went to Jack of Hearts and Gynax.
Jack of Hearts. I know Jack of Hearts, man.
Then
you kind of lost me there. All right, we got.
Then it went to Legacy.
We got Captain Marvel. Okay.
Then it went to Morg.
Man, you just Morg.
Crazy character. These characters are crazy strong, but they're low on the totem pole.
Right.
Very low.
Very like. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I want to see that. Like, not those characters specifically, because you never know. Marvel might flip them. Who knows?
Right.
But
I'm saying,
you never know. You never know. But I think that when Galactus is brought in, real quick to just go back to that, when Galactus comes in, I want them to come in fresh with Silver Surfer. Like,
right.
I want it. I need
nobody else. There's nobody else.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I need him to come with Silver Surfer. Like, Silver Surfer needs to be introduced, like, on that same, like, platform of Galactus. Like, you cannot bring in Silver Surfer first or Galactus first. And no, they need to come in together as a
I know one thing. They better not make a Fantastic Four movie with Doctor Doom again. I'm done with Doctor Doom. Like, I don't want to see another Doctor Doom movie right now. Not first movie. Bring him later.
No. Doctor Doom is coming in later. Like, I think that they're gonna work this whole Kang thing out, and then they're gonna bring Doctor Doom behind him, and then you got Galactus. You know what I mean? I think that'll play out dope.
Well,
if you do that now, or if you have Galactus come in who introduces Doom. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have that because that's kind of sort of like what happened. You know what I'm saying? Where Doom got intrigued with the power of Galactus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just saying, as far as storyline though, they got to go big with Fantastic Four. They can't half step it.
You look. It's the same thing with X-Men. The same thing with X-Men, man. You can't half-ass X-Men now, but then you got to tie in the whole mutant agenda. You got to tie in all of that. You know, and look, like Paul's saying, Doom will come before. See, I'm thinking they might fuck around with Doom and bring him in Black Panther 2. They might, like, because you got Doom War. Doom War was all about Doom chasing the fucking vibranium and that whole fight with Wakanda. So, and I've heard some stuff about Doom War. So I'm thinking, like, don't be surprised. Like, they might say something and try to make Doom's suit vibranium. Like, they're gonna try to tie in his outfit like as something that is vibranium based.
I hope not.
Well, you said it. Yeah. You said it. The stories are not gonna be.
I hope not. Listen,
but because he's made of metal, he got the metal suit on. Right. I'm feeling like they're gonna try to play off that vibranium shit. I really feel like they're gonna try to go that route. You know what I mean?
I feel like this. Maybe, all right. Swaggle House comic. I agree. A smaller movie.
What up, Swaggle House?
Well, this is the
He's
thing.
a beast right here. He knows.
I could agree with that to this point. It's almost like how they did in the first Avengers movie. Loki was the asshole, but Thanos was at the end of the movie. You understand? I could see that. As long as we got that main character villain coming at the end. So we're hyped now. We're hyped. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's and the other example was that I'm going to DC now. That Justice League Snyder cut, where we dealt with the idiot, what's his name, Steppenwolf, but what's his name was there in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Doomsday.
If he ever comes
not Doomsday.
Darkseid.
Yeah. Sorry, that's DC guys. I'm not.
Yeah.
He's not
give me some leeway here. Give me some leeway.
Listen.
Give me some leeway. It's DC. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Swaggle. Swaggle, if you got any more input, because he be killing it with the spec, man. Swaggle be killing it, man. He be on his spec, man. And I really think, and I agree with that. I think that these characters that are coming in right now, a lot of them are gonna be like sprinkled. Right. You're gonna have a lot of sprinkle, characters coming in and like kind of insinuating other characters. Right. But we do need some solo movies.
Are they gonna be cameos or are they gonna be real first appearances?
See, there you go. Like you see, you're messing with me. This is a personal thing. All right, you're messing with me.
If you're just in the lunchroom eating, but they don't talk, or like the camera just passes, that like a cameo, or is that a first appearance? If they come back in the next movie and they actually have a speaking role, cameo, first appearance.
Okay,
cameo.
Okay. Cameo. I would say cameo if they're not talking and you see a face that there's nothing mentioned of them. That is considered a cameo.
It's not a first full appearance.
It's not a first full appearance. It's not a first appearance. Yeah. But technically, to me, cameos don't even exist. You know what I mean? So a cameo, listen to it. By definition, a cameo is somebody who is already known showing face. That is a cameo. Somebody you already know exists, hopping in. Hey, cameo, look at me. And then I'm hopping out. That is the definition of a cameo. Now, it was changed over time with, the definitions of first appearance, second appearance, first full appearance, and then you had cameo appearance, but cameos didn't come out till later on. You didn't have really that terminology until like the 80s, you know what I mean? Like cameo did not exist in the 70s and 60s and none of that. It was either they're first or they're not. You know what I mean? Whether what the fuck you saw, whether it was like half their body, a shot, that was their first appearance. You know what I mean? But nowadays it kind of changed, obviously in the 80s. Well, kind of like in the 70s too. In the 70s, it kind of
180. Hulk 180.
Hulk 180, exactly. Hulk 180 in the 70s.
181.
Right, 181. But if you look at that, like to me, that's the biggest argument. Everybody's gonna argue that. But to me, Hulk 180 is the first issue, the first appearance. Hulk 181 is the first full cover appearance. That was his first cover appearance. Right. But then Hulk 180 is his first appearance. Right. There's no such thing, especially with somebody who's a full frontal saying his name. Here is the Wolverine. Right. With a whole cover of like that's his appearance. It's come on, guys. It's not a cameo. I
got another question. I know we ain't got much time, but what do you feel about this whole Marvel Zombies thing? Because I saw the zombie Doctor Strange thing in the trailer. I'm like, oh, they really, really working on this zombie thing. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys feel about that?
You know what? I'm not surprised with that because the whole zombie, Walking Dead and how all of that, it worked. You get what I'm saying? Like it worked. So I'm assuming that people are just gonna play off that. Yeah, you know what I mean. They're gonna milk it. You know what I mean. If the zombie worked in the real world, imagine what it could do in the MCU. Zombies.
The zombie genre is like a big genre.
That shit is incredible to me. Like I'm like, y'all are really reaching with the whole zombie.
Of course, it's Disney. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna milk everything they can milk.
Man, I seen that trailer with the Doctor Strange zombie thing. I was like, oh my God, really?
Yeah, man. And they going there. And I'm not surprised, especially with all the zombie stuff and the success of The Walking Dead.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Disney and everybody's like, yo, I want to tap that vein too.
Yeah.
I want to try to make that zombie money. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised with that at all. But yeah, it's just a marketing scheme, to be honest with you. To me, it's just all marketing, Champions, yeah, man.
You see the cover?
Yeah, I do.
Signed?
Yo, that's all. Wow, that's some dope ink work.
Yeah.
But it's like they're freaking.
That's dope.
It's like a Venom. It's like a Venom. It's the same shit. It's like I think all of the Venom issues, the zombie issues, they're all the same to me. Like like everything is like a Venom spawn or a zombie. Like they take these concepts, and I think sometimes they go a little too far. That's just my opinion.
Well, they do.
Well, no, that's that's what they're designed to do, is take things far and piss us off. You know what I mean? Like that's just what they do. You know what I mean? Like there's so many facets of that. That we could make a whole episode on shit they've done that just pisses us off.
Right.
Because it's just a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like it's all marketing, man. It's all the bottom dollar, what they feel that they can milk to get the most money out of. So they're looking at zombies. They saw what happened with What If. They saw how people responded to What If with the whole zombie episode and all the other. They were like, man, this is gold.
Yeah.
They loved it. Let's just keep running with this. Let's just try to expand on this. And I'm pretty sure my thing is this. We're gonna see a lot more than what we're being told in this Doctor Strange. In this multiverse shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We're gonna listen. This is the multiverse. So we're going to be seeing so many different multiverses thrown at us, and we're going to be seeing so many different realities, with different characters thrown in it. And they're not I feel like they're pulling out all the stops for this movie. I feel like they're trying to bring back everybody.
I hope so.
And just throw everybody at us and new shit. Like you said, they might be they're going to go into the zombie world. They're going to go into all these realities and show us in real life. You know what I mean? Not cartoon What If story. They're going to show us all this.
Do you think Ghost Rider can ever really make a great movie? A Ghost Rider movie?
If you write it correctly, okay? I think what happened was people keep saying like, Nicolas Cage, he was a great Ghost Rider. It was just written wrong. It wasn't. No, I don't think Nicolas Cage was a good Ghost Rider.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what y'all think. To me,
the Ghost Rider that was in Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
There you go.
I thought that was all right, actually.
That was my thing is that if you find the right Ghost Rider, look, he's Sova's like, no, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think? So
that's why I trust him. That's why I trust him.
Sov is he is the dude with Ghost Rider. Like when it comes to Ghost Rider, like you don't fuck with Sov. Like this dude got the German Italian edition. He has every edition of the whole Ghost Rider. Like he got everything.
That's dope.
So Sov knows, man. And I don't know. I think they might be able to pull it off, but you have to write it correctly, and you got to pick the right person to play this off. Because to be honest, like right now at his age, and I really don't think Cage. I don't know, man.
Somebody else. And which rendition of Ghost Rider? Because like the one on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was not the same Ghost Rider.
No, it wasn't. And that's my thing. It's like anything can be great if you just write it right. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you put a good story to it and flesh it out correctly. You can make a great movie. Even with a half-ass actor. Right. But I really think that Nicolas Cage, no, he's too old. He's past his prime. He's not somebody who you want to give that to, because what do you really, you know what I mean? You're going to try to pull 3, 4, 5 movies out of it and tie-ins to other movies. This dude ain't going to be acting until fucking 2030.
It's not.
You know what I mean? You got to find a young guy. You got to find somebody who is capable of pulling that attitude off, that's capable of pulling that persona off, and then give him a good storyline. And I really think we could get one. I honestly, maybe I'm hopeful, but I think so.
I would. I mean, especially considering all of the characters we have now. We have Blade. We have who else we have? We have Morbius. We have all of these characters coming. I'm not mad if they do a Ghost Rider the right way, like you said.
The right way, man.
See, for me, I feel like I would want a Ghost Rider done pre it being a comic book movie. I would want it done in the Blade era when no one knew it was a comic book except for comic readers, and it was just a dope vampire techno.
Yes.
Movie.
Yes.
Like, I want to see a Ghost Rider as just like, yo, this is a devil ass movie. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? This ain't
not comic MCU power.
Yeah, I want.
You know what I mean? No,
possessed by the devil.
Yes.
riding a motorcycle. You know,
make it, give it a little horror to it. You know what I mean?
It's got to be rated R.
Rated R. Give it a little horror.
Horror. No cameo appearances from no MCU characters.
Well, maybe just some introductions of some new ones. That's
Robbie
it.
Reyes.
Right. Robbie Reyes, not for nothing, with the car. That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of digging that. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? I dug that. I like the way they fleshed that out. That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
You know. What we got here? We got who else? We got Bobby. What's up, Bobby? You want a good story? You should stick to comics. Exactly.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Because if you're a writer, doesn't mean you can write a comic story.
Right.
You like to write a comic story. I feel like you had to read the comic, whether it's now or read it back then. You got to know the character,
right?
You know. So
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know, I'm not. They could do another Ghost Rider. If the right character and the right story, right setting, absolutely, and then tie it in with the characters we have now. I would love to see Blade. I would love to see all of the characters that are coming. Tied in with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, we talk about the Midnight Suns. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, man, that'll be. That's another whole, like, that's something we were talking about actually not too long ago. The Midnight Suns, man. That's just another whole. And see, that's not like a movie you could really, you know, you have to add some horror effect. You got to have some type of, like, you know, it can't be all goody, you know, PG-13.
Absolutely not.
You know, you can't do those movies like that. And I feel like MCU kind of like locks himself into that.
Right.
You know, into that PG-13 type.
Well, wait.
Okay. Well, Deadpool, right? No. Well, Deadpool technically is not MCU yet.
Exactly.
So
that was that movie.
Right. That was Sony. So I'm hoping, let's see how much if they water him down.
Yep.
Let's see if they water him down or they keep him.
They're going to water him down.
Saab is not having it. He's like, no, they can't, Wiz. No, they can't. No, they can't.
When are we going to see? When are we going to see the X-Men New Teen Titans crossover?
Oh my God.
Oh man, New Teen Titans. What are you talking? DC, man. What the fuck are you talking about?
You know, it was in the comic. If we stick to the comic, it should work, right?
If you go there, then you just got to go straight Marvel versus DC, like how they.
Yes, Marvel versus DC crossover. Where's Rage at? I know Rage loves his crossover. That's what I'm down with that. I'm down with a crossover.
I'd love to see that.
I would love to see a crossover, man. I think everybody is ready for a crossover, but you know that's not gonna come. That'll probably happen like 10 years, 15 years down the line. When they run out of steam, there's nothing else to fucking milk. You know, they're like, you know what, crossover.
Yeah.
You know, I think that'll happen back. Not now though. I would love to see it though. I would love to see Hulk and fucking Superman go fucking at it. Like, and not just any Hulk, you know what I mean? Wallbreaker Hulk, you know what I mean? We gotta get the Hulk of all Hulks, you know what I mean, going at it with Superman. And he will bust Superman's ass. That's all I'm saying. He will bust Superman's ass.
Woo. That'll be that'll be a good fight on screen. I ain't gonna
hell yeah, man.
Good fight.
But guys, we're already like 10 minutes over. We could keep going. I mean, if y'all guys want to keep we could keep rocking. If the chat want, we got 19 people still hanging out with us. It keeps fluctuating.
Yeah, man. I ain't in no rush. I could go another 30, whatever you want, man.
You know what I'm saying? we could get this all day. You know, but definitely, I definitely do want to, but I know, of course, we got things to do, and we got people depending on us, to get things done.
Well, I'll come back next week. Like what? Well, I'll come back next month, and I'll come back next month around.
Of course you will. Of course you don't even gotta say that. You don't even gotta say that way. That was a natural progression. You know what I mean? This is gotta happen on a regular basis. You know,
I'm part of the crew now, so y'all ain't gonna get
exactly. You know what I mean? You aficionado right here, comic relief aficionado, man. It's going down.
Yo, Paul, you get $300 in your PayPal account tomorrow.
Exactly.
You still talking about that book, Skeme? You talking about that book?
Yep, you talking about that book. Where he at?
Tomorrow, Paul.
Where Paul? Hold on, I think I missed it. Hold on. Where we at? Where we at?
I'm down, Ragin. Yeah, once a month. All right.
Once a month. He down. He down.
Get it, bro. I'm here, guys.
That's it, bro. We got it locked in. It's official. He did it. He said it live.
And Kwame's down too. You know, don't count Kwame out. You know, Kwame.
Nah. Kwame, he coming back, man. He coming back. We got to get Kwame back in here, man, because we had such a great time with Kwame. And Kwame is such a humble and genuine brother.
That's my brother.
Gotta have him back.
His birthday's a week after mine. Exactly.
Look at that.
Aries power. Aries vibe. You know what I'm saying? We got
Aries. There you go. We gotta make it happen, man. We gotta make it happen.
One loves DC and one loves Marvel.
Yeah, that's all right. But I mean, it's not like he doesn't know Marvel.
No, he know. He did school us. He did school us.
He knows his stuff. And he helps me with the DC stuff. Like there's certain things that he educates me on because I know enough about DC, but then he tells me some other stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He did surprise me. He did. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? He did surprise me. So for that, he gets much respect and much props, man. Yeah.
And hey,
you know, because not too many people could pull that off. Like to me, I can't pull off a lot of DC knowledge, you know. Only so much I could go. So, you know, he impressed me with that one, that's for sure, man. But guys, definitely, Wiz, thank you so much for doing this again, my brother.
Guys.
Scheme, as always. Thank you, my brother. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys. Shout out to everybody who's hanging with us.
Word.
Shout out to everybody who's catching the replay. Make sure you go follow these guys if you're not following them. And if you're not following them, grab that nearest comic book next to you and slap yourself 30 times, please, because you should be following these guys. And yeah, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to keep giving it to you. Next week, make sure y'all tune in. Because next week, we're going to, Wiz, you're going to like this one. Next week, the topic is who has, or should I say, who is the most racist publisher? Marvel or DC? Next week, I'm going to let y'all know. I did it in my story and people were voting and it was like 60-something DC, 40-something Marvel. I ain't going to say who's the most racist, but I'll let y'all know next week because your boy's been doing your homework. And I'm going to let y'all know for facts who put out the most racist content and who was the most racist publisher. And I'm talking from like the 60s to about the 90s. You know what I mean? We're not talking 50 golden age because then they both were racist. Because back then, there was a lot going on back then. You know what I mean? We was, we were still sitting in the back of the bus. So everybody was racist back then.
That's a good topic.
You know what I mean? But I really wanted to touch on that, man, because I have a lot of I'm very big on picking up those type of books, those controversy books.
Right.
You know, when I see, especially, you know, when I see those Silver Age books, I grab them real quick.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, and unfortunately, I ain't even gonna spoil it. I ain't even gonna say that. I was about to say something. I almost spoiled it. Next episode, y'all gonna find out who's the most racist publisher, DC or Marvel. So y'all better tune in for that one. And once again, appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. I know we're over the mark, but y'all already know when it's good, it's good.
It's good.
You know what I mean? So salute to y'all. Once again, y'all guys have a good night. Catch you on the replay. Y'all already know what's good.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.